maybe
Who was you
yeah,
first?
probably the first on screen. I really like Mark Hamill, but of course that's just audio.
Please,
But
please
that's just
watch.
audio, so that's not really the same comparison
Yeah.
because you not do his facial structures.
Have
Steven,
you seen?
Poor guy got paid in gas money.
I
So
know.
I had to rollerblade to work.
would you want that? You'd want that nowadays. Appreciate
See,
that.
I'm a complex woman. You will
You
never
are.
guess me.
James. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chicago Cinephiles podcast. I am your co-host, Daniel. Joining with me, as always, is the wonderful James and the marvelous Steven. Fellas, how we doing today?
Marvelous.
Donald
Toys happy.
Happy Meal.
What is that?
Happy Meal.
It's a Happy Meal from a Happy Meal.
I don't know. It's a toy.
Is it like a transformer or what is it?
Yeah, it's like a McDonald's garbage can.
Oh,
It
it's
looks like a
it's
Mystery
it's
Science
Steven's
Theater.
ex. That's who it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And it's in the
trash,
garbage
trash.
can, and a dinosaur comes out. You know,
You're
It's
trash.
like one of those
I
You're
mean,
trash.
Your family's trash. Your family's
Mhm.
trash.
But yeah.
Oh yeah.
So welcome to the Chicago Cinephiles podcast, the podcast where we usually discuss Oscar movies. However, we've been sort of changing up a little bit lately and doing some lists. And if you missed it, 2 weeks ago we did 1950. So please go be sure to check that out. I'll leave a video clip at the end for you guys to click on the link to go visit that one. But today we're fast forwarding from the 50s, but then reverting 25 years, God help us, to where we are now, and we're doing the 2000s. So we're doing the 00 to 09. So
The aughts, as they said.
2000.
tell us real quick, James, what were you doing in 2000 to 2009? Tell us some big life-changing moments that happened during that time frame.
Watched movies, did inappropriate things, and lived my best life.
How old were you in 2000? What are you talking about?
Wait, 2000 or 2000 to 2009?
Well, that whole range, like,
Yeah,
I mean-
no, basically.
So I
Became
was
no
8
longer a
years
child.
old, and then I was touching breasts of this. My
Steven,
Lord.
what were you doing from 2000 to 09?
Well, here I vividly remember I was doing a play for Y2K, and there was a boy that I was so much in love with this boy, and we would kiss backstage and all that stuff. Y2K didn't happen, and then he sort of used me, I believe, to get a call back to this other show that I was up for as well, and they broke up with me the day of the callback. Fuck. Totally met with my brain, so that was fun. I remember that the Y2K didn't happen, but I had a breakdown. So there you go, if that's helpful. And I was 78 years old at that time, so you know.
Wow,
I graduated
young Steven.
I graduated high school in 06 and then started college. So that was my big thing, I guess. Yeah, and
I also
then
did college.
yeah, so that was. But yeah, so just kind of
I'm
it
a
just
big
kind of
guy,
puts in
so-
perspective how long ago that was for all of us. All right, so what we're doing is for those of you guys who are new here, we are doing our each individual top five movie of the 2000s. So I'll give my number five, and then we'll do James number five, Steven number five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then what we'll do at the end is that we will then present the Chicago Cinephiles official top 10 list that we as a channel think is the best. Now, these aren't going to necessarily reflect mine, James, or Stevens, but there will be some overlap, obviously. But for example, I may have a movie on there that I want to give a shout out to because it doesn't get enough love, but it doesn't deserve to be on the official top 10 list. So
I'm pretty
that's
sure
kind of
Pootie Tang, right? That's what you're gonna have is Pootie Tang. That's the one you really love.
yeah. Gladiator Volume 3. So that is why we are going to have it two segments, so it'll be separated. So if you guys are confused, the top five is our individual personal ones that we think are the best. They may not really be the best, but kind of the ones that hit close to home or whatever. You know, an example of that would be Mean Girls. You know, it's a great movie, but I highly doubt it's going to make anybody's top five list. But if it did, it wouldn't make a top 10. We all know that, but it's still a great movie regardless.
Oh yeah.
That being said, we did do a random roll of the die, and I am up first, and I'm going to shock you guys with number five. I'm probably going to cause some riots in the comments, so get ready for it. I almost didn't put it on my list because I know it's on at least, I think it's on both of y'all's lists, so I almost didn't put it because I wanted to give love something else. I'm nervous. I have at number five, The Dark Knight.
That's number five.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
five.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Every
You
metric it's
prefer
rated highly.
Daredevil with what's his
I
name?
completely understand, and I watched it not long ago, so I had a rewatch of it, and I completely get it. Like, but I also think that it's sort of similar to the same thing we take with like JFK and James Dean. When someone dies, we tend to put it a little bit higher than it needs to be. I'm not saying that Heath Ledger is bad because he's not. I think he's the second best Joker. I think, yeah, maybe
Who was you saying first?
probably the first on screen. I really like Mark Hamill, but of course
Oh,
that's just audio.
Please,
But that's just audio, so that's not really the same comparison
Yeah.
because you not do his facial structures.
But
Steven,
you've seen
what if
him
I
in
said the Hispanic guy with what's the guy who wouldn't shave his mustache? What if I said him?
Cesar Romero.
Oh.
Yes, he's Romero. But all right, so let me keep explaining myself for y'all both crucify me.
Okay.
I know James is dying to kill me. It gets a lot of love, so I wanted to give another movie on here that probably won't get love from you guys on here. Truthfully, I would argue that it does belong in the top three, probably of all, like in the 2000s, realistically. But
just that opening alone.
after rewatching it, I kind of like Batman Begins. Ra's al Ghul, I love his character because he's not done 25 times.
True.
But I think that's what makes the Joker so great is that he's done that many times and you still are fascinated by him. But anyway, that's my number five.
Why
now
don't
you
we have
guys
a
can
Superman movie where he fights Brainiac? Why do we have to fight Lex Luthor all the time?
you guys can come for the pitchforks. Come after me.
Okay.
I just didn't like the Batman Begins title. I thought it was sucky.
Well, what would it be? Batman Origins?
Batman Year One.
Let me guess. He didn't like it because it was the wrong font.
I just like no. It was like Batman. Lame title. I know. Okay, whatever. And you have to have the background of that character, which is great. But I think the Dark Knight just just something about it.
Okay.
I love it.
So if you were to take, the Batman Begins movie, and it did not, Dark Knight was not in that trilogy. I would think Batman Begins would be a very strong independent movie. Problem is, I think Dark Knight just crushes every.
What's the third one called again?
Oh, the Dark
Knight Rises. Because that, I feel like it kind of go like I feel like the franchise goes like this to this, and then I hate the third one. I think it's terrible.
That voice that Bane has.
I do like. I don't mind that, but yeah, no. So that's my number five. I don't know, like.
All right.
Y'all can kill me. Steven's typing away.
It's on the list. It's on the list. So I won't disown you as a podcaster. Like,
thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Steven, give us your number five. The most random off the wall. Here it comes.
I have. This. You think that's random? That's not random.
No, yours. I'm saying like what you're about to say is
very random.
Yeah, I know it is.
I was looking over the movies that were released in this period. That was like, and I came across. I was like, oh my god. I mean, I love this in the theater. I don't think a lot of people have seen it. If you haven't, you should, because it's a really funny comedy, but it's also sort of aspirational and inspirational. It's a comedy written by and starring Steve Coogan, who, if you don't know, you got to watch. It's called Hamlet 2. Has anybody seen Hamlet 2?
Yes, that is so good. Hamlet 2, Rock Me Sexy Jesus. What's not to love?
Rock me, sexy Jesus. He's died for our sins. You gotta believe us.
It's perfect. They're like, we're going to heck for this. Like, And
it really,
oh my God.
He ends up winning. You think he's not going to, everything sort of goes, it's just so good. And it could not be funnier. I mean, he's just wonderful. And the music's really great. The performance they do is really great. Everything kind of comes together in this bizarre movie. He's a high school teacher of theater in like Arizona. And they have all these hoods that sort of join his class. And so he writes Hamlet. He's just finished his production of Aaron Brockovich, the play. Hello. So it's out there, but I love it. I just love it. And I was watching clips from it earlier. I was like, this is such a, if you've never seen it, watch it.
It is such a good movie. It's a great comedy. I would think it's, I love that movie. Poor guy got paid in gas money. I had to rollerblade to work.
Would you want that? You'd want that nowadays.
Yeah, hello. Right now.
All right, James. Give us your number five.
My number five is a kind of a this movie is set in the distant future of 2027. This is Children of Men. Um, it's a
That one.
it's a they call it a dystopian sci-fi movie. Basically, it's a movie where everyone can no longer have kids,
Oh wow.
and the last person to be born had passed, and then like it's all about trying to get population. So like started. So like the youngest person, so he was like 18, get hit by a car or some freak accident. And so everyone's kind of freaking out, like we need to find a way to replace children.
Mm.
It's it's, it's a great sci-fi, like, well, I don't know how you could say it's sci-fi. It happens next year, but back then it was like 20 years ago. So um, but no, if you ever have a chance, if you want to like a good movie that kind of deals with like people living differently, like maybe you should consider other avenues and not just whatever the narrative is. It's a great movie
No.
like that, but it's also very British. Um,
Oh
it
wow.
is a British movie. And the beginning of the movie is, that UK is superior to everyone.
How dare you
Um,
watch that on our 250th year anniversary?
I mean, it is a good movie, but
It's
like,
got our
so
boy
that,
that I can't say, Chiwetel, the guy from 12 Years a Slave, the Chiwetel, whatever his name is.
yeah, it's such a great movie. See it if you can. It's fantastic.
There are a lot of really good sci-fi movies in this
I have a
time.
feeling that I'm only going to know like my top five and like maybe y'all's top two or three. This is a very weak, like for me, this is not my strong suit at all. Like I know what I
This
like,
is
but I don't know the random stuff.
this is the decade of the nerd. This is the rise of the
Yeah,
nerd.
I'd agree with
Like
you.
so
The
many
superhero
nerd
movie
movies. It's
coming up, and
great.
Iron
Yeah.
Man was released. So I mean, and
Hmm.
that started the whole MCU. And if it hadn't been for Robert Downey Jr. with all of his substance abuse issues, that would not have been the hit that it was. I was like, you're
Yeah.
taking a character who has substance abuse issues and having him played by an actor with really bad substance abuse issues. This is pretty good, or it will suck. I'm not sure which it will be.
Alrighty, Steven, give us your number four.
I know it's going to be a shock to everybody, probably, but I realized this was in the time frame, and I had to do it. I don't like movies that are too violent usually, but come
The
on, number
Departed?
four, American Psycho. I
Mmm,
It's a good
mean,
movie too.
what?
that's a good movie.
Because of the sort of like the sending up of the greedy materialistic 80s, because he's naked with blood over him with a chainsaw. I mean, what's hotter than that? I don't know. It's just, and it still is so.
Irons his
uh,
sheets.
oh yeah, it talks about they talk about the business card, even though there's a word that's misspelled on there. I don't care. Like the design, and his breakdown of Susudio is just so bizarre. Studio, you know. So it sort of celebrates and lambasts the '80s, and you don't really know what the damn ending is. I mean, it's like the
Mhm.
novels, keeps it open ended.
It's really good, yeah.
Oh wow! I
I
mean,
want you
it's
guys to think about this. How many is this going to be is Christian Bale our actor of the decade? Because that's so far he's been on two and he's got more that I know of. So
yeah. I'm probably,
just a thing. So that's just kind
it's
of
not
something
what's that guy that I don't like to play the
something we can
Joker?
think about. Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, well, whatever.
What's he in that we've done so
Well, you
far?
know, just too much is what I would say to that. Too
That's
much.
a
But
good one,
I mean,
Steven. I did not. I thought you were going to say something like I don't know, Fairy Dust 23 or something. Because
I
you're
almost
like
put Across the Universe because I love that movie. But did you see that,
that's.
James?
I've seen that one.
Yeah, I really like
Actually,
that.
I've seen that one.
It's not as it didn't come across as it should have, but
What's the
it's a
one
great
called
try.
like August Rush? It came out right around the same time. I think it's called August Rush. Came around the same time.
I
They're
don't
both pretty
know.
solid, yeah.
I mean, Across the Universe,
August Rush has has the little kid that I see dead people. I think kid.
oh yeah, Haley Joel
I
Osment or
think
whatever.
I think that's who. I think no, it looks like him. No, it's Freddie Highmore.
Freddie,
Sorry.
Freddie
It looks
Highmore.
well, but at that point it looked like it was yeah. But anyway, okay.
Ah, who's that?
I could have had 100 guesses. I never would have guessed that one, Steven. So I appreciate
See,
the
I'm a complex woman. You will
you
never
are
guess me.
James.
Congrats.
What's your number four?
This was hard. I wanted to put. I was trying to figure out between two foreign films that I love both dearly.
Can't you keep it in the
Between
States,
Crouching.
James?
No,
Seriously, can't you keep
no,
it?
I'm cultured. I
I
can't
mean,
help it if I'm
first off, it was
cultured.
British, and now it's this, and year 20.
Oh my gosh! I mean,
I mean,
USA,
one that doesn't
USA.
speak English. All right, let me rephrase. So
Ah,
I like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, but
Mm,
I ended up going with City of God.
okay,
wow.
Um,
he did go with it.
and like City of God, if you've never seen it, it's I know Daniel kind of turned me onto this movie,
Yeah,
and I watched it for this. Uh, it's about a guy that is in, grew up started in the
it's
slums.
two
They
brothers,
kind of
not a
moved.
guy.
Sorry, two brothers started in the slums, and then kind of got transported and all that stuff into a new community.
Mm,
And it's very interesting because he was an aspiring photographer, and it's like, it kind of goes over his like, his brother's rise in crime,
hmm
and then like, how it's just this new cycle as somebody comes up, another one like somebody comes up, they take him out, and then the cycle begins
No,
again. And like, it kind of points as like not like they're all just terrible drug dealers and terrible people, but it's like they did some good for their community for the slums. So it's like, you know,
no.
Very
I mean,
Godfather-esque.
yeah,
it's very like
it's
go
a
ahead.
very complex movie, and
Hmm
it's so great. It's also highly rated, but it doesn't really get that much love. I
That's
think maybe
great.
because
That's
it's a
great,
Portuguese
James.
film.
So it's one
I
of
mean,
those things. It's one of those things, like James, like you're talking about, is that like I know we kind of make fun of IMDb because sometimes we're like, oh, is it really that real? But when I was doing it back in college, looking at the list, it was always like in the top 30. I'm like, what is this movie? And then one day I saw the Blu-ray at the pawn store and I bought it and I told James, I'm like, yeah, you got to watch that. I'm glad you enjoyed it, James, because
Wow.
it really does kind of feel like the whole nature versus nurture because they have two brothers that have separate paths.
Oh,
One leaves and becomes, one's a photographer and one's a drug dealer, like a drug lord. And it shows how their paths it's really good. But yeah, I agree. It doesn't get hardly any recognition,
wow.
like
That's great.
amongst like lay people. You know what I
Film,
mean?
yeah,
film people. Yeah.
it's no Dark Knight.
I guess the uneducated. You know,
Well, hopefully the director of Catwoman likes it. Oh my goodness.
it's on our list. Yeah, it is on the list for the Catwoman one. That's funny.
Blech. Okay. Anyway,
All right,
why would you let the
Oh,
director of Catwoman do anything as far as the list is concerned?
so my number four is also a Christian Bale movie.
Uh-oh.
My number four is The Prestige.
Oh, okay.
I love The Prestige. I did not see any of that coming. Any of the like I did not see him being a twin. Spoiler. I did not see him being a twin. Like I just like that. And what makes it, and of course it's it's just a really good movie in general, obviously. But what made me really like it was just the small like hints, like whenever he's pretending to be his brother, and the wife says, "Oh, you don't love me today. You don't really mean it when you say you love me." You don't pick up on it because the whole time you think that Christian Bale's character is having an affair with
Oh,
the assistant, but in reality, it's the brother who's having who's with the sister or with the assistant. And so whenever they switch and they can't switch back in time, and he goes and sees the wife and the wife and the kids, he'll say I love you, and she'll be like, not today, you don't, maybe tomorrow. And it's
oh
because it's the
boy.
wrong person, and you don't realize that until at the end. It's like, I
Wow.
mean, it's a Christopher Nolan film, so I have to put him in there for that.
Do
But
you ever, I mean, I don't want to
um,
spend the night in Christopher Nolan's mind. You know what I'm saying? Like
oh,
some
I
of the
do,
stuff he comes up
absolutely,
with
I do.
is just so real.
But as
You know,
like as David Bowie in it, who plays Tesla, like how awesome is that? Steven, have you ever
wow.
seen it or no?
No, I never have.
Okay. And then this came out around the same time as The Illusionist, which also is a good movie and it's kind of the similar, and they kind of went back and forth, but this is clearly better. Um, has
Ah,
Scarlett Johansson, Hugh Jackman, Michael Caine, a huge cast. Like, so
oh
that
wow.
yeah.
that to me is my number four. I mean, it definitely it's usually on the list somewhere, but I want to give it a little bit more love than normal. So that's my number four is The Prestige.
See, and that's
Wow.
what we are doing. We are doing the work of the Lord. We're helping these films be seen. We really are. We're
I mean,
doing good work.
two Christian Bale movies in a row, Daniel.
And
Yeah.
and
Is that your
also
man
Nolan.
crush?
What do you want?
I mean, how can you? I mean, how could it not be? Actually, it's Michael Caine. Thank you very much, because he's in all
Oh,
those as
hi.
well. Okay. Um.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty. So
Respect, respect.
now coming in at number 3, James, give us your number 3. Number
Oh,
3, my
okay.
lord. Pick number 3.
I have a feeling this movie will come on more of the lists, but it is. Well, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna do the trilogy. Lord of the Rings.
Hell yeah.
Like, I Steven, stop rolling your eyes.
One ring to
Um,
buy.
so okay, that movie, like, I don't know, because like I don't know if like because my dad was such a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so, like he had it on every Christmas. He would take a day off and watch the extended on the director's cut of the Lord of
Mm-hmm.
the Rings, and he would spend like a day watching it.
It's
He'd get up
11
at like
hours.
8 in the morning, and then he'd
Yep.
be
And
done
get
at like 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, he
wow.
made them longer. So it was like always like a Christmas movie. So there's that nostalgia for me because like it came
Mm-hmm.
around that like
It did come
DVDs
out
came
Christmas
out. Like,
too. Yeah.
yeah, and
I
it's
love
just
that.
such an epic fantasy story. Like I love that type of content. It's a great thing. It's a great story. You know, also if you want to learn Elvish, he created a new language so you can get your nerd street cred up. Rise of the Nerd. Um, but no, it's just such a great movie. Everything encapsulates it if you look at it a whole. And I
Mhm.
don't know. I know there's going to be another person talking about this movie.
Well, it's just,
13.
it's just watch that for Christmas because is that considered sort of
No, but it
a
came out at Christmas.
Yeah,
okay.
Came out. I think it came out December 3rd was the first one. Not that I know. I'm not a big nerd or anything. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just
Well,
kidding.
I just want to ask because my family now, for some reason, every holiday watches Top Gun Maverick as a group. We've done it for 3 years now, and I'm like,
That's
is there
awesome.
something going on that I don't know about, or are we becoming Scientologists or something? You know, but people have their own traditions. It's great.
No, it's a
yeah.
great one. I'm gonna put you on the
Also
spot.
seen in theaters.
Pick one of the 3. What's your favorite of the 3 if you had to pick one? Like just like your go-to, I'll put it on just the noise in the background.
Probably Two Towers over Return of the King because I feel like the Return of the King just could end like 20 or 30 minutes sooner.
Okay.
But I know they had to wrap up all the story because I felt like Return of the King ending was a little long, but the scenes in Return of the King were more
Mhm.
epic. But if I'm just want to watch a movie and kind of sit down, it would probably be the Two Towers.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
true.
I mean, fantastic. Thank you, sir. Okay, so then I think it's me now, right? Yeah, to give my number 3. So my number 3 is another non-Christian Bale movie, but it does have a crazy man in it, sort of similar to American Psycho.
Oh,
I had a real tough time with this because there's 2 movies that came out pretty similar to each other, and they're kind of on a lot of people. They're like a lot of people think they're the same, like movie. They're not obviously, but the same tone. My number 3 is No Country for Old Men.
yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say. I agree with this one. It's
God,
a great film. What do you want? It's a great
yeah,
performance.
like oh, it's so good.
No Country for Old Men. I had it on my alternate, and you know how I feel about that genre of movie.
I
But
had to choose it over. I had to choose there, but There Will Be Blood. That's the other one, by the way, which may be on y'all's list. I won't
yeah,
spoil it if it is. But for me, No Country for Old Men, I think he's one of the scariest villains I've ever
Mhm.
seen. The scene with him flipping the coin in that gas station with that old man. You're like, please don't kill the old guy. Come on, please don't do it. And it also the fact they live in a trailer kind of makes me feel like I'm home, because I grew up in I grew up in a double wide, so it wasn't a trailer, but
We were classy. Double wides are
we had
classy.
we had
Hey,
double wide. Now the Smiths down the road, they only had a single wide, and I ain't gonna talk crap about them, but let's just
they
be
were
honest.
trash. They were
They had a
trash.
couch on the porch and everything. I was gonna say,
I
but
mean, their house is on
um,
hills and cars
like
go
Lou
by.
Ellen, I think Lou Ellen is the name of the wife or whatever. But it's just like, and you kind of can put yourself in the story of the main guy. I can't think of his name, where you stumble across money and then you're like, this is the worst mistake of my life. and then you have this assassin go on trying to kill you that uses an air compressor. Like it's just like cue the meme, cinema. Like it's just
I would love for that character in Sling Blade to meet. That would be an interesting, like Alien versus Predator.
Maybe like an old school celebrity death match, if you even know what that is.
I love them French fried tomatoes.
The claymations. Have you guys seen that? Or tell me what y'all's thoughts on that.
A long time ago, and I agree with you. It's a great movie. I wouldn't necessarily choose it because of I don't like to watch those kind of movies over again, but incredible performance. What about you, James?
No Country for Old Men. I actually have it as an alternate movie. As like I had to
Makes me
whittle
happy.
down, and it's a great movie. Like you can't go wrong. That actor, like how he played it, like oh, you can't ask for a better actor
Even
for
the
that
ending
role.
when he like gets in a wreck and he just pays the kids money and then walks off. You're like, does he just get away with it? Like what happened? It's
Oh,
fantastic.
Very American Psycho.
Exactly. So that's why I was saying it's similar to with your American Psychos. That's my number three. So then we have Steven, give us your number three.
Uh, I'm just gonna. Looked at a lot of lists that people have compiled the last several days. I don't think maybe one person had this on their list. So I was like, "Well, you're an idiot." But this is the movie that really revolutionized Bond because it started back Casino Royale. I
Mm.
mean, Casino Royale. I like Skyfall better as far as the Daniel Craig movies are concerned, but I mean, to have him say, "I like a vodka martini," and the bartender goes, shaking or stir." Do I look like I give a damn? I mean, it was tearing the character apart, and people hated the choice of Daniel Craig, blonde Bond. They were just giving him such crap,
Mm.
and then he just like
Delivered.
oh gosh, And there were a lot of times with Roger Moore, you're like, why are the women falling for him for Grandpa over here? But you know why they're falling for him.
very real, very
When
real.
he comes out of the ocean like Ursula Andress and
Oh
Doctor
yeah.
No, and you're like, whoa, hello, it really sort of gave a shot in the arm to Bond.
Hmm.
And he was a great addition. And finally, we got a Casino Royale that's not set in the '60s. It stars Woody Allen as James Bond. Cuckoo, cuckoo. So yeah, bad.
I have
But
seen that. I did see that on a few lists. I'm surprised you said you didn't see. You said you didn't see
I
it. Hold on.
did. No.
Yeah, I figured you were going to say something off the wall, but yeah, I did know that. I think that's. I actually do like that one a lot. I like that. I'm not a
And
Bond fan, and I even like that one.
I think a
Wait,
lot of people give Pierce Brosnan. They don't give him the thrift that he needs because he was a great Bond. He
Hmm.
even died another day. Really, well, he starts to parasail on tsunami. It's James Bond. It's supposed to be stupid and crazy and
Yeah, it's not
out of
supposed to be realistic.
hello. Give
I
me a
mean,
break.
Pierce Brosnan is my favorite Bond.
Yeah, I liked him too. He was my first Bond.
I had I had a poster of him on my wall in high school. Yeah, that's how.
Because
Yeah,
I got introduced to the movie honestly because of GoldenEye, because of the video game on N64. That brought a lot of people in my generation, us and James'
hmm
generation, to to learn about Bond, because that was the first person shooter
I mean,
Yeah.
on like
without that
Nintendo and
movie,
stuff. So
that's really we hadn't had years without a Bond
yeah,
movie.
I had no yeah
So
yeah
yeah,
no
so that was Casino Royale.
I
Just to let
like
you
it
know.
awesome. So then do I go first or no? Does who goes first this time for number
I think
two?
it's James,
Yeah.
right?
All right, James, give us your number two.
This director has to be in it. Quentin Tarantino.
Mm.
Um, I love Quentin Tarantino. Like I'm a straight man, Steven. I have to legally like Quentin Tarantino. Um,
Which one are you gonna put?
but
That's what I gotta figure out.
yeah,
Kill
so
Bill.
it was I had a hard time because I really love Kill Bill.
Mm.
I also really love Inglorious Bastards.
Mm. You didn't pick that. Oh.
And when in doubt, you have to go with killing the armband people.
Nazis.
Um,
Oh, you did go with it. Okay, good.
yeah, I went with Inglorious Bastards.
Mm.
That movie, I rewatched it and I was like thinking to myself, this is it's a great time. It's like I feel like it's like a near. It's probably I think Quentin Tarantino is one of his strongest
Oh my
masterpieces.
God, yeah.
And
And
Christoph Waltz's cuckoo panties. You're like, he's really
and
disturbed.
and like the crazy absurdity of it, like Brad Pitt, like trying to pretend like I know Italian and like pretend like he knows Italian. He was like, "Well, do you know Italian?" They're like, "No, well, buongiorno," or something like that. Like such this American
But it's so
accent.
perfect because it's like such an American
It
thing to
is
say.
it is perfect. It's like so like Inglorious Bastards. If you don't know, it's basically Brad Pitt leads a group of basically people that were of Jewish heritage, and they create a team to basically kill as many Germans as they possibly can. And like he says, you're indebted to me. You're in debt to me. You owe me 100 scalps,
Oh.
and they would just do a reign of terror. So it's like it's such a great film. Like,
And this was the theater that the final scene was filmed in, right? In this our background, the theater. No, I'm just playing.
yeah, yeah.
That's
I
where
don't,
it mixes in. Coda's theater is actually where they slaughter. No, but I have to. You talk about the Dark Knight opening trilogy or the opening. I think Inglorious Bastards opening is some of the scariest and like most intense when she's under the floorboard, and you're
mm,
just
Yeah.
like, oh my,
That
and then like they start chanting. Oh gosh, she's like, yeah.
That's so if you look at versus the Dark Knight, that is a different type of that's tension. That is tension through writing.
Right.
Dark Knight, that is just a spectacular and
Chaos
like
because you know it's gonna be
yeah.
like I'm the guy that hit. I'm the guy that kills the Buster. Like,
bam! Just like, you know.
Steven, have you seen this or no?
I've never seen Inglorious, but I'm not a big Quentin Tarantino fan. I find his violence just so over the top, just for violence's sake, and I've never.
This one's
enjoyed
definitely
it.
that, but you kind of get away with it because you're killing
Well, yeah, I mean, you know,
mustache
so they
man
deserve
people,
it, you know. But it's
and the
I've never.
cast is fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah.
what do you want?
The cast is like I got it pulled up, and it's just like you kind of forget everybody's in it. Like I forgot that Michael Fassbender's in it. You're like, oh my god, you know, like it's just constantly. And then I think is it yeah, BJ Novak's in it too. I thought he was
Yeah.
Steven.
Ryan from The Office.
Ryan from The Office.
It's sort of like I feel the same way about Tarantino the way I feel about Jon Favreau. Good filmmaker.
Oh,
I
and
just
Mike
don't-
Myers. I forgot Mike Myers is in it.
they're both just so far up each other's butts that it is like, oh, they're so about their own filmmaking. Sometimes it's going, okay, yeah, you're great. Lay off.
Is it?
So,
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this the movie where I know the bar scene's famous, but is this the one where they hold the wrong three up and that's how they can tell that they're American and not
Yes.
German? I thought so, yeah.
That's in the bar. They hold up the wrong
Because
three.
apparently,
They
like people
they
like
did
hold like this
instead
up,
of
like in America, they hold this or
this.
something up, and we do this or whatever. Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
you know,
this is like the German three or whatever.
Well, that's-
Speaking of all this, do you guys know in baseball why they do this for two instead of this for two?
because it means I love you.
Surfs ups.
No, because like further away, you can tell there's two outs. Like if you're really far away, two fingers
Oh.
blur into one. Just a little
Look
fun
at
fact for you.
that.
So next time, Steven, you're in a
bring
straight.
you
Oh yeah,
baseball
MLB.
duck.
I love that. That's
It's actually MLD,
Where'd you get that one from?
Major League Duck. I got it in like a crane machine in like
I
Michigan.
love that. It makes me so happy.
Major League Duck.
I love it so much. So, Steven, next time you're in a straight bar, you can say, "This means two.
This means
Um,
two. 1, 2.
Give me
I want 'em both at the
two
same
women. I mean, men. I mean,
time.
okay.
I mean, they're small, but I need both. Come on, let's go.
Alrighty. Steven, coming in at number two. Give us your number two.
My number two. I say. Just because I know that neither of you would have a musical in this thing. And this was for Rob Marshall to bring this to the screen.
Here we go. No, it's fine. It's fine.
A triumph. I mean, Chicago, the musical.
Okay.
Just knew how to bring
It's
this.
on my
to the
alternate. I want it on it so bad.
I mean,
Like
I thought Phantom of the Opera might make your list. I wasn't sure.
yeah, right. I don't want to kill myself today, so you know.
Or Sweeney Todd. Realistically, I'm surprised you didn't put Sweeney Todd.
Oh, I did. He sings it like David Bowie. You know, these are my friends.
I know
Like,
you
why
hate
do
it.
Ugh. But Chicago is. I mean, I saw the revival with the original cast of the revival. I was in love with Anne Ranking, so I was ready for this. And when the start of the Cell Block Tango, it just goes boom, tick tick, and when
Mhm.
that drop of water went tick tick, I went, oh my god! And I knew that's how they're getting into it. I was like, that's brilliant. And so I was with my then boyfriend at the time, opening weekend, watched the entire Cell Block Tango, stood up and went, "Worth the price of admission." And just started, and people were like, "Okay."
He's the white guy that
Homosexual.
claps whenever we land on a plane.
So well done. And could have been so
It is
bad.
good. It is good.
Oh yeah.
So bad. Rob Marshall knows what he's
It was actually on my alternate list. It was my number 6 pick, but
so really good.
it's such a good one. Out of all the musicals from that, I think it's the best done.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best from the stage production.
And I'm not the biggest Renee Zellweger fan, but I thought she played really good. I thought she played really good in this one too. She's kind of one of those like people you either love or hate. I feel like.
Yeah. But
all right. So then, is it back to me for number 1 or no? I gotta get my number 2. I gotta get my number 2.
Number 2.
My number 2. I cheated again. Mine is an entire series because this is my childhood, and I have to put it in here. This is probably more based on nostalgia, realistically, and it's also based on the books because the books are my childhood. But I had to put number 2, the Harry Potter series. This is what I grew up on. It has to be there. I mean, it started in 2002, whatever. I was 13. The book, like, I was 13. Harry Potter was 11. Then when the books came out, I was 11. So I was the perfect age all the way through.
Oh, wow.
And so I've only ever gone to a midnight premiere probably 5 times in my life because I'm just an old man. I don't like crowds and I don't like late night. And one of the 5 I went to go see was the series, like Dark Knight, or not Dark Knight, sorry, the Deathly Hallows Part 2 with my girlfriend's time in college. And she was a huge Harry Potter fan. Like she had read the books like probably 20 times. I'm only at like 10, so I'm nowhere near her level. But I just remember watching that and honestly getting emotional because it was the end of like my childhood essentially. And the girl beside me was like this little like 16-year-old girl was like making these off-putting jokes the entire time. I've never almost wanted to slap somebody as much as her. She's like, "Ha! Look at Harry, he's crying. Baby Harry's crying in the crib." And I wanted to like elbow her, but I didn't, obviously. But
how old are you? Do you want to make it to 17, little girl?
I mean, seriously, I was like so angry. But I know it's not gonna be on. I know it's not gonna be on either one of y'all's lists, but I think it deserves to be here because it's just the series is just it's amazing, and it gets a lot of people into fantasy. And as a fantasy enjoyer, I appreciate that because if you can get people into reading fantasy, I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Good for you. I'm just not a big fan, but I understand where you're coming from. Like, I get it. Like, it was a big part of like most people our children's lives, but I was that one weirdo that did not get into Harry Potter.
Have you seen them?
I've seen the first 3 movies, and then I read the first book, and then after that, I was like,
full disclosure, the first 2 movies, like the CGI is not that great, so they're a little bit slower. But if you can make it past those, like 3, 4, and up are really good. So if you ever get a chance, James, give them a shot because I think, especially since you're a fantasy.
I made it to 3.
I think you will like it as a fantasy person. I think as a fantasy person, I think you would like it. So maybe give him a chance sometime down the road. And then
put Maggie Smith first and foremost.
Yeah.
I
mean, like, because when I was a young, I didn't realize how good this cast was. You know, Alan Rickman. Like, what's the guy who plays? What's the guy's name who plays Dumbledore? He was in the Gladiator. Something Richards.
Oh yeah. Oh my.
Whatever.
God.
I get his name. Whatever I'm talking about. But like, it's just the cast is fantastic. But
Maggie
anyway,
she had children come up to her after those movies came out, and one of them said, "Are you really a cat?" And she said,
"That's
pull yourself together. Seriously,
that's so funny.
Pull yourself together."
And obviously the late great Alan Rickman, and now the late great Maggie Smith, unfortunately. But yeah, so that's my number 2. Again, cop out probably, but that's it for me. All right, now we are down to our number 1. All right, who do we have? Who goes first this time? Steven, I believe.
My number 1 is your number 5, Schmuck. Dark Knight. I mean, Heath Ledger.
Hold that up there, James, because that's like because everybody gets the nomination. Say, there you go. So thank you. Just everybody gets it for theirs.
Poor Oscar can't breathe, but he still likes it. No, I was so looking forward to this movie. Heath Ledger does an amazing job with. That was a lot of pressure to play this character at that point. You've had Jack Nicholson, who just made billions off of it in '89. You have, as you were saying, Mark Hamill, who's and superb job for the animated series, just becoming the character. So there's a lot of pitfalls to fall into, as you can see with what's the guy that did the Joker and the Justice League movies, and then and the Harley Quinn,
Jay Leno,
whatever,
Jay Leto, whatever.
Yeah, go home. But this was just incredible, and I'll say this: when the Joker does the pencil trick, and it's gone. I saw it opening weekend and was laughing, and realized, oh, no one else thinks that's funny. I must be psychotic because I'm laughing at everything.
It took you that long to figure that out?
Oh, gorgeous! You're like, oh, so good.
I also laughed in that movie, and I was also the only one there laughing at that.
Like I just
Christian Bale has the best line in that movie when he talks about like, oh, you got a little fight in you. I like that. You're gonna love me. like, I love that line. Or he's like, drop her. Bad choice of words. Like, I just love, like, it's so funny.
Oh my God. When she's when Harry, I'll be saying she explodes. I didn't see that coming. Like, so much that movie.
I know.
And a lot of it was filmed on Lower Wacker and throughout Chicago. So
yeah.
So yeah, and being a Batman fan, I'm not such a big fan of Christian Bale's Batman. I think it's a little, okay, calm down. Take the gravel out of your mouth.
If you notice, it gets like it gets more gravelly as it goes along.
But there's not a bad misstep in that movie, I think.
I'm just gonna say it. Another Christopher Nolan. My favorite.
He's pretty good. I think he has a future in this business.
Yeah, I think he can make it.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm next, but
you're not, but you can be if you want to.
My also number one choice is The Dark Knight. Like,
I was gonna laugh as like you didn't put on your list after giving me such grief. That like the funniest thing ever. Like,
wow.
Like, I wanted to limit it to one superhero, and like it was between this and Spider-Man 2, and then objectively, Spider-Man 2. I love Spider-Man. Like, Spider-Man is my favorite, but like The Dark Knight is such a better movie. Plus, like all the crazy Chicago references. My hometown is where they leaked the Batmobile, the new Batmobile, where they filmed it on the highway to nowhere. But like, it's such a good movie, and like I saw it opening night twice.
Nice.
Wow.
So I saw it with a group of friends. Like, we all went there. We all saw it. Like, there was like 20 of us. We all managed to get the same theater because back then you couldn't, like, you could buy your ticket in advance, but you all had to like try to get the same theater because basically every theater played it. And then I decided I'm going to go see it because there was a ticket open for IMAX. So I then saw it in IMAX. So I saw the same movie twice because I loved it the first time. And I was like, do you have any IMAX tickets for the like 3:40 in the morning show? And I was like, yes.
If movies were alcohol, you would be an alcoholic. You do know that, right? You would be.
He's jonesing for a fix right now. Look at him.
I don't have a problem. I have it under control.
He's gone 43 minutes and hadn't watched a movie, so he's like struggling.
I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Like, who has the duck statue with the Oscar? Like,
exactly,
Ducky. But no, so that movie was like such a big thing, and like watching it, and like, it's. I think it's one of perfections, and I think it's actually Christopher Nolan's best.
The whole scene with the guy doing the audit. You think your client
flipped a semi on LaSalle Street.
Have it flip over.
Yeah.
I mean, on LaSalle Street, like 2 blocks from where I used to work. Like,
it's wild to get. We get like, and the cast is fantastic. Like I said, Morgan Freeman, like as Fox, like it's such a good cast.
Yeah,
perfect casting. Perfect.
Like, he shows up to Hong Kong and says, "Oh, I didn't want to waste your time. I thought would have survived. I didn't want to waste your time." Like, oh, so good. Like,
no, I love it.
Okay,
but no, Steven, you're right. Or I think Steven said it. Like where you don't know who they're gonna, like who he's gonna save, and you see Harvey.
Like, just to see her or like her face was like.
I hate that they rushed. I do hate that. I wish they wouldn't have put Two-Face in it. I wish they would have given him his own. I wish he would have been the third one and not Bane, just because I just that's why I don't put it number one, because I felt like it was rushed. They rushed that part.
I think they've rushed the third movie with.
I mean that too.
But because there's always this idea we have to put more characters in, which is the first iteration of Bane live action from what is that? Batman Forever or Batman and Robin or whatever the hell it was, where it's Riddler and Two-Face. No, it's
Mr.
Poison
Freeze.
Ivy, Bane, and Mr. Freeze. Whoa, and Bane's just a moron who's not.
Fun fact, you guys didn't know the scene where the Joker is blowing the hospital up. Whenever he like taps the thing and shakes it, that's real. Like the explosions didn't go off until it like when he taps the detonator, like that's real. Like it was supposed to go off and it got delayed. That's why he made that react. Like it's beautiful, perfect. Like
they had one shot at it too. Like
yeah,
blew up
yeah.
Chicago.
Sorry, I wasn't press record. Sorry.
Ready when you are, CB.
Alrighty. All right, my number one. It's the greatest movie of all time. Lord of the Rings trilogy. You can say what you want, Steven. You can roll your eyes. I don't care.
Well, I think the running time for all three films is about as old as I am. So I think
we don't roll your eyes when you pick My Auntie Mame or whatever. So you let us have our moment. I am gonna elaborate even further. I'm gonna nerd out for a minute. This movie series, I was 13, had no idea what it was. My dad forced me to go. I didn't want to go. He said, "Trust me, you're gonna like it." I'm like, I don't want to go. I walked out, a changed boy because I was 13. I loved it, and we had to wait a year for every single one, and we went opening night the rest of the 2 nights.
Oh wow!
And similar to what James talked about with his dad, we would do usually the week or so when it came out on DVD. We would have like a church lock-in, and we would spend 12 hours and watch all the guys would, it'd be in the auditorium on the like the big screen, like in the auditorium, like on projector, and just have like 20, 15-year-old boys watch. And it was, oh my God, it was so fun.
So awesome.
Right? Like fantastic.
Oh my God, that was so cool. I'm jealous of that.
Yeah, no, trust me, like it was fantastic. And if Steven will spare me a few more minutes, really what makes this movie so fantastic is the non-main character, air quotes, in my opinion, is the most important character in the Sam, who, Frodo would not be Frodo without Sam. And the line where he says, "I can't carry it, but I can carry you." Sobbing to this day, I still cry that scene. At the end, whenever Aragorn says, "You bow to no one," oh God, like that just gets me. It's so well done. I have read the books probably 7 times, maybe more. These are the ones I try to read every year. I read them every year. So it's kind of in the news too. They just announced the Hunt for Gollum cast. So I'm excited for that. But anyway, these are phenomenal. This is the movie that you show your friend who hates fantasy, Steven.
Like fantasy.
But yeah, so I don't want to keep going over it because we've talked about it a long time, but I know me and James probably could gush over it for hours. But
I love that your father made you see this movie against you. You didn't want to go. For my brother and I, it was Grease. We so did not want to see this movie. And we made him take us back 9 times in the original run of Grease.
I didn't go that far. I wasn't rich like you. Of course, it was what, 25 cents to see a movie then?
Hang the hand jive. He was like,
it was what, 25 cents to see a movie back then? So yeah, but
well, it was a nickel, but he'd see it on a
nickel, yeah.
All
right.
Put your head down.
So those are our top 5s. When we return, we're going to present the Chicago Cinephiles list. So stay tuned for that. Get your popcorn ready, guys. Stay tuned. And we are back for the official Chicago Cinephiles Top 10 list. As a reminder, the list before, that was just our personal top 5 list to give a little love to some movies that may not see it. But now if your time is important and you only can watch 10 movies from the 2000s, these are what we deem as the most important, whether it be culturally important or funny or whatever. We just think these are the 10 that we recommend. There's obviously more. Please let us know in the comments the ones you'd put on the list. We'd love to hear from you. But without further ado, let's hop into our list. Coming in at number 10, we have a movie that we've already talked about. We have an episode on it called The Departed. So if you want to hear more about it, please go and check out our full podcast episode on The Departed. But we put that in at number 10. It's just full of shocks and twists and violence and F words and Boston accents and make Steven angry. So it's number 10 on my list.
Yeah.
So,
Using his Calvins again, but that's all right. We'll take
coming at number 9, we have probably YouTube's least favorite studio or producer, because it always flags every time you show their clips. James, challenge for you. It is Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away. Fantastic.
Why does it flag it? I don't understand.
Because they I feel like they hire people that just go and look for it and they flag it like crazy. It's insane. So I'm not an anime person at all. I am the opposite. I don't like that kind of stuff. I think that's like over the top stuff is stupid. But this movie pulled me in, and it does have typical anime moments where you're like, okay, like, like the dude's face is 100 feet or whatever. But it's like when you get deeper, it's so good. So I just want to spend a second and talk about it. It's so good.
Well, Miyazaki, like, I love this film. It's probably one of my favorite animated movies of all time. But like Miyazaki, like the detail, like the thing about him is he does animation the old way, where it's all hand drawn, and like they could spend like I think there was one scene, I don't know if it's this or Howl's Moving Castle, where they spent 6 months animating a 5-second clip. Like the attention to detail to Miyazaki, the story is just touching and heartwarming. It's a very comforting movie for a lot of people, and which is kind of great. And it's such a fun,
which it shouldn't be, because it's kind of terrifying.
I mean, it is terrifying. Like, but it's such a good. I don't know. I just love this overall story of how nice it is and everything wraps it up. And
yeah, and it has a very cultural significance. Like you've seen, like the ghost or whatever. You've seen the little guy with mask. You've seen that around and wonder what that was. So that's number 9. Coming at number 8, we are, as you can tell, we're 3 nerds. So we have Spider-Man 2 on the list. Spider-Man, like it's, you watch as a kid, you don't really appreciate how good it is till you rewatch as an adult. You're like, yeah, that was really good. So those come in.
Came out. Thanks a lot, guys.
Hey, you're still a kid in Methuselah's eyes.
Pete, come quick.
Coming in at number 7, we have Daniel Day-Lewis is one of his best movies, There Will Be Blood. As I mentioned earlier, they came out at the same time. They're both dark and gritty as No Country for Old Men, so they do kind of get overlooked, I feel like, or one gets shined and one doesn't. For me personally, Daniel Day-Lewis character I hated more than the guy from No Country for Old Men, and the No Country for Old Men was an assassin. Like that tells you how good Daniel Day-Lewis played that character. And the bowling alley scene is phenomenal in that movie. So yes, they had bowling in 1850, whatever. You should know, Steven.
Human pin setters. If you see legs, don't bowl.
Number 6, we have Inglourious Bastards. So to be on there, we got a Quentin Tarantino movie. We actually have like all the major producers on here, or directors. Quentin Tarantino. We've got Martin Scorsese, Nolan, Miyazaki. Like, we've got some pretty good crowd, I feel like. Coming at number 5, representing our city, our favorite city, the wonderful Chicago. As someone who's not the biggest musical fan, I will admit, I actually enjoyed this one. I even called Steven about 6 months ago because I watched it for the first time, and I was like, it's kind of similar to Singing in the Rain, where you don't recognize there's so many songs that you just know.
Oh, yeah.
And again, cultural impact to me, that deserves to be there. So that's our number 5.
And for a musical that flopped when it was originally coming out in the 70s, nobody thought, why are we celebrating killers? And it comes out as a revival in the 90s after, the Menendez brothers and all these sort of celebratory murders. And,
OJ.
oh, was a little ahead of its time, I think.
Favorite musical of mine of all time. Just saying.
Oh,
Say-
really? Well,
Say it one more time.
What's his favorite?
My
musical?
favorite musical of all time is Chicago.
Steven, do I dare tell them what mine is?
Space Park.
The Phantom of the Opera.
It's not actually. It's even
What-
worse.
Oh my god! I'm gonna hold.
Steven,
Somebody hold
you
on.
know,
Hamlet
please.
2.
You know what'd you
What-
say?
What is
Hamlet
it?
2.
No, Steven, it's the one that we were watching when your brother called.
I can't. What is what?
What
is-
would they say if they knew it was Michael? Grease 2.
Everybody gonna be so cool.
I have
Two?
met one person in my life, and she worked at SMS. I love her to death. She agreed she loved Grease 2 more than Grease 1. No one else would think that. I will tell you why real quick, because I was a nerdy kid growing up, and so I related that more than John Travolta. And James, you were nerdy too. Don't act like you weren't. But so I relate more to what's his name again? Oh God, I'm trying to brain fart. What's the actor's name?
Oh, my Matthew Croft. Oh God, I hit the mistake.
Caulfield, Matthew Caulfield. He's still good looking. Maxwell Caulfield.
Oh.
He's still good looking to this day, by the way. He's like 60 and still good looking.
I
But anyway,
was
that's
doing-
another story. Please, if you
Oh,
guys want me to do an episode of that by myself, put it in the comments. I'll happily do an episode about it.
You
I think it's
can't do it by
fantastic.
yourself. You'll just have too much of a fest with it all. We have to keep it down.
I'll wear a Girl for All Seasons jacket, okay, in the movie. Coming in at number 3, we have City of God. If you have not seen it, please watch it. It is a movie that most people have never seen. Please watch it. I'm glad that James is that. It's very exciting that James is a huge cinephile, and me and Steven have been able to give him on 2 movies that have been in his top top 5, in Sunset Boulevard and City of God. So I take pride in that, because as James is our resident alcoholic, cinephile. He has seen more movies than I could probably even know is real. But yeah, so that's exciting. So I'm glad, if it gets James Seal approval, go watch it.
Exactly.
Coming
True.
in at number
Anything I give approval.
Right, yeah. Coming in at number 2, we have the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I won't spend much time on it. It's fantastic. Please go see it. I'm gonna convince Steven one day to watch it. And then Steven, if you want your toaster, you watch that with me, and you got a deal. Coming in at number 1 on everybody's list, we had The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight was our number 1. I do want to give a shout out to Batman Begins. I know, yeah, thank you, James. I know Steven didn't care for it, I think. But I didn't know Ra's al Ghul's story. I didn't know anything about him, and I'm not a huge Batman. I watch all the movies, but I never read the comics or seen all the stuff. So I didn't know who Ra's al Ghul was, and so to me, as someone going into it new, I was fascinated by it. And Liam Neeson obviously is a fantastic actor.
What do you want?
And I don't know, maybe he doesn't do. You can tell me, Steven. How does he compare to the comic book? Is it pretty accurate?
I think it's pretty accurate.
You think he did a good job?
Ra's is very dark. I did not, even though I do like The Dark Knight, I did not care for what's her name playing Talia al Ghul. It was sort of a big reveal at the end.
Yeah,
it was the 3rd movie. Excuse me. I'm like, I didn't think that would be.
No, her acting was terrible. I can't remember her name. That was terrible. Because when she's in the when she's in the truck or whatever, and she says
yeah. But I can see what you're saying. You could watch Batman Begins just for the Chicago scenery. There's so much of
it's cool.
When they're taking the train in, it's just going right through Chicago. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
and it makes you feel sort of proud to be a part of this city. So, But I think The Dark Knight is going to be something that would be on a lot of people's lists.
Yeah, I agree.
And if it's not, you're wrong. You don't like America. So there. I'll take it.
You heard it first. Just to recap to our top 10. Number 10, we have The Departed. Number 9, Spirited Away. Number 8, Spider-Man 2. Number 7, There Will Be Blood. Number 6, Inglourious Bastards. Number 5, Chicago. Number 4, No Country for Old Men. Number 3, City of God. Number 2, Lord of the Rings trilogy. We cheated. And then number 1, The Dark Knight. Oh, by the way, my favorite Lord of the Rings is The Fellowship.
The first one or the third?
That's the first one. Fellowship of the Ring. It's my favorite one. Just because it got me into it.
Steven, watch it. Watch these
I
movies
mean,
so you know
I've watched
cultural
Well,
references.
he's gonna have to watch Return of the King because we're gonna get on our wheel one day. So,
Well, you might as well watch 1 and 2 so you're not lost.
all right.
Look
This is a
at
longer
Cousins.
episode, so I appreciate you guys paying attention so far. And if you made this far, please do like and subscribe. Put down in the comments quack 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 if you made it this far, so we know you're there. Nobody will get it, but the people who done it. Exactly. Put MLD quack quack quack. All right, so now we're going to transition real quick to our wheel because we're going to do a wheel next week. So let me pull up our wheel, and then we'll pick what movie we're going to get.
Yes.
Something fun and happy,
Those don't exist.
which is impossible.
Yeah,
I
I'm about to
know.
say. Let me
I know.
give me a second. I got to take out Chariots of Fire.
Oh,
Okay.
that
Sorry,
movie
share.
peaked you early.
Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Although Steven called me the other day and said he was humming it, so clearly it did a good job.
I was like, why? Damn song.
All right, here we go.
I woke up the other day singing that thing to the Love Boat, so that's the end of the world as we know it. You know, the Love
Next
Boat.
week we are watching In the Heat of the Night. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. Sidney Poitier. Awesome. So we
Mhm.
were watching In the Heat of the Night. That's actually not a sad movie for once.
I have no idea what this is.
Cool.
Oh, you're gonna like it. You're gonna
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
I've
I've never seen it, but you're
because
gonna
didn't you say your mom likes Sidney Poitier or whatever?
Yeah, she does.
It's truly what
and
in my
my
opinion.
great grandmother loved.
Well, then they
Sidney
better be
Poitier.
liking and commenting next week, and I want their opinion on it. You better report back to us what they thought about it, okay? But yeah, next week we have
Will do.
In the Heat of the Night, 1967
Mhm.
movie. It's really good. I haven't watched it in about 10 years, so it's been a while, so I'm excited to watch it again. But yeah,
That's
without
great.
any final words, fellas, before we officially leave the 2000s.
Dark Knight Forever.
Forever. I not like this. Yes. it really
Awesome.
good.
Well, thank you guys so much again. If you made this far, like I said, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, this is the Chicago Cinephiles Podcast, signing out.